Hello, everybody. This is your captain speaking. A warm welcome to all of you to this video, and also thank you for joining us in our flight today. So, we'll be flying for
Let's have it. Let's have it.
15 hours.
Damn!
So, we're going to be doing that in a, you guessed it.
No, God!
Yeah, you guessed it. In a Boeing 737 MAX 8.
No, God, please, no! No!
But it's my favorite. It is.
No! No!
And that being said, this is a flight plan that does not exist for the 737 MAX 8, of course. I don't know. Maybe other flights can do this. It's a 15-hour flight. It's from Ghana to San Francisco, right? Yeah, it's from Ghana to San Francisco. Let's take a quick look at our flight plan. So we'll be going from runway 03 in Ghana, and after all that waypoint, we'll be landing at runway 10 in San Francisco. Cool. That being said, let's just make an observation of what that looks like here. We don't even have anybody in our airline flying, but we are. So okay, let's zoom in. Let's just zoom in from any random place and just hit center. It will bring us back here. All right, so that being said, let's call our ground power unit and have like a very beautiful startup and a wonderful flight. Okay, that being said, what else is there to do? Let's turn on APU. Battery is on. We can call our ground crew. We can call all our ground crew. Let's call everybody. Okay, so that is done. Let's turn on APU, turn on seatbelt sign, turn on no smoking. Let's turn on ice. Maybe we'll need it along the way. I like to keep my, you know what, let's just leave that. Let's leave parking brakes up, and let's come here for lights. Let's turn on beacon lights and cabin lights. What else is there to do? Basically nothing. Let's just load the aircraft and get on with our way. Okay, so bring in all our passengers. Let's do that real quick. So we're going max. There we go. Let's do cargo, and we can just load that in. Let's bring in our catering. I think boarding is actually complete. Boarding is complete, so let's bring in the food now, and we can see that also right about now. All right, so I think that is done as well. So the next thing to do is fuel. You can zoom out a bit and just do all the fuel is going to be popping right in. Right. We're back here in the cockpit. First things first, why are you holding the yoke? Let the yoke go.
Huh?
First things first, we'll get rid of these guys. We're done with them. Call pushback guy. Now we'll turn on engine number 1, and we'll get our necessary lights. Logo light comes on, nav light comes on. So flaps set at 5. Let's see. What else do we have to do? Are we connected to pushback? Yeah, we're connected and we're ready to go. All right. So engines are not on yet. Are they? Okay, engine number 1 is on, so we can turn on engine number 2 and turn off APU.
Wait a minute.
Okay, that being said, let's Let's shut the cockpit door first. And then shut the just to check the doors and make sure the doors are perfectly closed. Okay, so I'm guessing those announcements are not going to be coming on, which is also another problem with real flight simulator. Sometimes those alarms, those whatever, just doesn't come on. It just doesn't work. It's just there and it doesn't function. So we can see our route from here. Alright, so we'll go straight up and we take that turn. So let's take off this right here and just taxi at 15 knots. That's actually 16, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to be turning away from here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, we're right. Alright, so we'll turn away from here and we'll go straight down to the runway. I forgot to do my flight control check, but I'm going to do that before we take off. I hope I don't forget again. And this is why you should use checklists all the time, so that you don't forget tiny details like this. Yeah. Alright, so what else is there to do? There's nothing actually. Our aircraft is loaded, everything is ready to go. We might as well just, disappear. Alright, so what will be our cruising speed? I don't know. I'm thinking 250 so that we can get maybe that would be too much. I don't know. Let's just control how we move here, because we might be getting too much speed. We don't want that. Okay, so we're right at holding points. Let's turn on landing lights and strobe light. So this is going to be a quick turnaround and a quick lift off, which is what we want, I guess. Okay, so we'll turn in from here. We're moving too fast. We'll turn in from here and we'll just make the announcement manually. Cabin crew, sit for takeoff, please. Sit for takeoff. Alright, let's go. So I'm going to raise the throttle all the way to 100, but I can keep in control from here. Turn in and stop. Alright, so let's do our flight check. So full left, okay, full right, really, that's it? Full up, interesting, and full down, right, rudders to the left. Whoa, the rudders don't move. I'm seeing that for the first time. Wait, the rudders of these aircraft don't move. There are no animation for rudders in RFS.
Are you sure?
I don't think that is true. Let's go outside and find out. Let's see. Rudders to the right. Whoa. Rudders to the left. Wow. That's terrible. That's terrible to see. So the rudders does not move from the inside. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought the rudders moved. Interesting. Alright, that being said, let's just go. Let's go. I find that hard to believe that the rudders doesn't move.
Believe it, baby.
Let me see. Wow, it doesn't. Interesting. Okay, in the name of what? Why is this thing malfunctioning? Okay, so we're not going to be getting any call outs. V1 here. Rotate. And up we go. 3, 2, 1. Let that go now. All right, so positive rates. Yeah, gears coming up. Nice. So what's left is we'll turn on our autopilot and off we go. So we're going to turn off autopilot at 2000 feet AGL. So right about now we'll just maintain straight line and go away from here. So let's raise our flaps. Flaps raise at 2, flaps raise at 1, flaps all the way up. All right, now we can turn on autopilot. So we're going to do 1, 2 for speed, and we'll go all the way to 41,000 feet. When we are at 41,000 feet, we burn less fuel. So that is what we're going to do. All right. Also, let's increase our speed a bit. Let's do whoa. I want us to do about 230. Yeah. Let's do 230. Boom, like that. All right, so everything is set now. Let's just cruise away. All right, so we just passed 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead, turn off landing lights, turn on cabin lights right there, and turn on seatbelt sign. Yeah, we'll turn off seatbelt sign. Let's just turn that off right now. So yeah, everything is relaxed. Let's continue our climbing to our cruising altitude. All right, so in about let's say maybe 3 minutes or so, we're going to begin our descent. Yeah, in about 3 minutes we're going to begin our descent. So we're going to be descending to 5,000 feet, and then we come in for landing at ksfo. Not much is happening, everything is fine. Our first officer is still holding the yoke for some reasons. I'm not sure. That's basically it. We're still at 41,000 feet. What I'm going to do now is, let's see, how much fuel do we have? Enough? More than enough? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is clear up all this and bring them back. Right. So now we can actually utilize, we can go down to 36,000 feet and have a wonderful touchdown. All right, so the aircraft should start descending now, and as you can see right here, we're already descending, which is a good thing. And the only thing to do now is nothing basically. Let's just continue. I think we just crossed our top of descent right now. We can see ourselves at 5,000 feet. We can basically see here our VNAV just updated to 5,000 feet, which means that is going to be our next waypoint. And in about 16 minutes or so, we should actually be down there. It's funny how mountainous this place actually is, but because we're way high up in there, we're not even going to feel anything. I guess that's to our advantage, you know. This almost turned into a 16 hours flight, but we kept it 15, so it's all good, it's all good, it's all beautiful, it's all wonderful. So guys, I was going to talk about my Infinite Flight Sim experience. Yeah, I will never let Infinite Flight Sim go until they change a lot of things in their flight sim.
Never do such a thing.
I was going from San Francisco to New York. So when I got to New York, I was so tempted to turn off autopilot. I was so tempted to like turn off autopilot and do a manual landing, which in most cases I can do. This is assuming the gamepad synchronization with the game doesn't go crazy, right? And the control stays the same. So I can do the landing. I mean, I've done it a lot. For some of you who follow me on Instagram, you can tell that doing landings in Aerofly, Infinite Flight Sim, what else? Real Flight Simulator, this one, and Microsoft Flight Simulator are things I can actually do, but I just don't know what is happening with Infinite Flight Sim. The control system of that sim is terrible. At this point, it's just a game. That's the truth. Nothing. You have some features in Infinite Flight Sim that you can say are very good to follow. I mean, their server don't taxi above 35 knots, I think. 35 knots of airspeed, either airspeed or ground speed, I don't know, but it's about 35 knots or something. Don't do that, you know, just some weird rules in and out of here. So yeah, if we set aside the control system of that sim, the lights not illuminating, if you land at night on Infinite Flight Sim, you would understand what I am saying, right? Landing at night is terrible. There is no light in the airport. You just and this is why you can tell for free that you've never seen any YouTuber landing at night. Think about it. You will never see any YouTuber landing at night. And another thing is, you know, for ego purposes, nobody wants to come out and say, this sim is difficult, to a lot of things are not done right in this sim. Especially when it comes to you being an half gig something, you don't want to talk, and so that people don't assume you just don't know what you're doing, you know. You try to like maintain your ego or something like that. Unlike me, I don't care about those things. If something is not good for me, I'm going to speak up. Infinite Flight Sim is not good for me. The only reason I still do it is because of you guys. Some of you guys really like the same, and I understand why you like the same. I mean, look at this. Even the PFD here is wrong. This is not how the PFD looks in a 737 Max, right? But on Infinite Flight Sim, it looks really good. The cockpits of aircraft in Infinite Flight Sim is very, very good. So we're breaking through the clouds now. We're at 25,000 feet. Yeah. So we're breaking through the clouds now. Let's just keep that going. So yeah, as I was saying, this flight sim right here is extremely good, but with poor graphics and poor cockpit modeling and all of that. I mean, there used to be a handle. There used to be a handle in a 737 Max. There is a handle up here somewhere you can hold, but you don't have that here because for some reason you just don't have that. I believe you have that in a 737-800 in this sim, but you don't have that in the Max. I just wonder why. And looking at the PFD like this, it makes me so angry. The boxes are fine, but there is a way the PFD should look, and it doesn't look that way. And when you've flew the Max so much on other flight sims, that all the clouds just disappeared. Well, it's not a perfect sim, it's just better than Infinite Flight Sim. That's the truth. Okay, since we're down to 21,000 feet, what are we supposed to be doing? All right, let's do this. Let's do come back here. Yeah, that's true. For some reason it doesn't work. I don't know why, but sometimes that kind of happens. I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure why, but it's a device thing. It's not the same. It's a device thing. That being said, let's spoilers, turn on brakes. Our fuel is still at 9%. Hasn't gone down at all. This is interesting. All right, let's turn on seatbelt sign. What else is there to do? Probably nothing. Let's see where we are on the map. Look at all those waypoints right above America. America just has a lot going on. Like, see how you have the most airports in America in the world, right? What I mean by that is America has the most airports per country, right? If you look at which country has the most airports in the world, it's America. I don't know who is in second place though, because I really didn't focus on that. I just googled that and it's America. America has so many airports, and it's funny. Around KLAX, look, it's just plenty. See how plenty that is. See how many it is. See how many it is. And all these airports have extremely, like, most of them don't even have one runway. They have like 2 runways and stuffs like that. It's just plenty. If I keep zooming in, the thing just keeps popping up like that. That's just something. All right, so we're at 16,000 feet. Yeah, actually we're not. We're just almost at 16,000 feet. But the good focus here is we are in less than 18 minutes. We're going to be touching down, and in less than 8 minutes we should be at 5,000 feet. Okay, that's not a bad one. So what I'm going to do now is that, look at that terrain. And this is another thing with RFX. The terrain is sharp. Yeah, it doesn't look real. It doesn't look real at all. It's very sharp. It's good, but it's too saturated. The color is too much. The color, I think that's like a problem with the entire sim though. Like, the color is just too much. They do too much on the color. And also, I think what happened throughout this flight was we were in daylight all through. Yeah, we didn't get to see night time or something like that. So we were in daylight all through. And the reason is we took off from, I think, Ghana. Yeah, we took off from Ghana very early in the morning in Africa. So it was daylight, right? And we're landing in ksfo at night in Africa, and in North America it's not night, it's probably daylight as well, as you can see. And I like it so much how you can't actually manipulate the weather in RFX. So whenever you take off, you can't control the weather system when you land. I like it so much. In MSFS you can do that. You can turn it on and turn it off. You can click on live weather and just leave that be. But again, in infinite flight sim it's complicated. You can click on real time in infinite flight sim, and along the way everything just changes. I don't know why that happens. I really don't know why that happens. And I have it. I am extremely sure of what I'm saying. I want to say I have a proof, but I deleted the video. So the thing is, I took off, clicked on real time so that the whole the weather and the time of the day doesn't change. And what happened was, along the line I tried to like land, and the aircraft just, I don't know, it just stalled somehow, I don't know. And another thing is, sometimes when you stall you can't save the aircraft, so you're already crashed. You can't save the aircraft. That's so unrealistic. I thank God that aircrafts don't work like that in real life. That would be disastrous. Like whenever you turn the autopilot off, your aircraft goes crazy. That makes zero sense. Like that makes zero sense. But anyways, so the moment I stalled, crashed, I respawned in the same airport, clicked on real time, and it was daylight. I couldn't understand what was happening, because it was night time when I landed, but when I clicked on daylight, when I respawned and clicked on real time, because I wanted the time to merge, it was just daylight. And I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So the sim doesn't understand the time. It's just weird. Everything is just all over the place in that sim. And yeah, cool graphics, honestly, very beautiful graphics. But then that's it. If you go through every other YouTuber's touchdown, you're going to see something wrong with it. It's not consistent. You can't. Sometimes the tires sink into the ground. That thing that makes me so irritated. Like, ew, what's going on here? I don't like it when you have that much weird things going on in one sim. All right, that being said, let's bring in our lights and turn this one off, as we are going to be landing in a few. So let's start adding flaps. So that's flaps 1. Here is flaps 2. Sorry, that's flaps 5. Well, we already clicked on it. We can't unclick it now. There is really no need for that. See how mountainous this place is. That's America for you. Very mountainous. Well, India has lots of mountains as well. And Ethiopia, I didn't actually know Ethiopia is the airport sits 7,000 feet high above sea level. I did not know that. I was doing a flight from Ethiopia to OMDB on the 737 MAX 8 fly Dubai, and I noticed that. I was so surprised. I'm like, wait, this is 7,000 feet above sea level. That's a lot to take in. Anyways, long story short, you guys are going to see that video very soon. I don't think it will be the next video, because I did the ksfo to KJFK, which is San Francisco to New York, with on infinite flight sim. Of course, I used Autoland, so you guys are going to see that video next. I really don't like the fact that I used Autoland in that video, but the truth is, I had two options, right? Turn off the autopilot and risk crashing, right? It's not, and that's the funny thing. I know I can land an aircraft in that sim, but it's not comfortable to do it without a gamepad. You know, I can't do that. I don't want to do that, right? And the controls in Infinite Flight Sim is so welcoming, but the sim itself, I mean the controls in Infinite Flight Sim. Now what I mean by that is the controls on the gamepad, right? I have actually configured that to match the control in MSFS, so I don't have to be mastering different controls. Yeah, but the same is the same. It's not that good. Anyways, flaps 15. We are 13 minutes away. All right, there's our runway 10 left. I really wonder why I need to start keeping an eye on the runways in RFS chooses for me, because I believe we are supposed to be coming in from 28 left. Again, I might just be wrong, but I believe that's where we're supposed to be coming in from. I'm not even sure if that's the case. All right, so typical flight sim, we've gone up to 7,000. Again, it's because of the whole flaps thing. When you add flaps that much early, the aircraft just floats back up. But yeah, that's it about that. And our ground speed is still really much, so we're going back down. That being said, let's just make sure we don't get anything stopping us. So the aircraft is floating back up again. It's going to do that a lot anyways, but yeah, that's fine. That's very, very fine. So we're looking forward to getting to this point. We make that turn, get here, make that turn. In like 2 minutes, we're going to get to this point. We make this turn, get here, make this turn, and arm our approach. Again, I am not going to be turning off autopilot until about 1,000 feet. I believe the wind is clear though. And that's another thing. There is no way to actually check that. Or is there? Okay, there is actually. We can see, we can get those information here. We can get those information here. So as I can see from here, everything is clear. We don't have any problem whatsoever. Wind is clear. Yeah. So yeah, if everything is, wow, interesting weather. So the clouds just came from nowhere.
Really?
Fantastic. We are actually still going up. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, we're going down now. Are we going down? We're not going down, we're still going up. So if the target is 5,000 feet, we're going to make it. I'm not even tripping, like, at all. Though I still don't like the fact that the aircraft is just going up. But we can push it down, but I don't think that is essential. I don't see the need for that. So let's just keep going. Our flap setting is at 25. Let's stay with 30. And again, we're going back up. But this is fine though. The attitude in America can be weirdly funny sometimes. So yeah, I can understand that it's trying to like level off and know where to go, where not to go. All right, so flaps at 40 now, and the aircraft is beginning to go down again. So I'm going to do flaps at 40 when we arm our approach. For now, let's just go back down to 5,000, which should be done very easily. I mean, Infinite Flight Sim does not have this problem. Infinite Flight Sim, yeah, the flap setting causes the aircraft to go up as well. I mean, that's just realistic. Even in MSFS, it does the same thing. That's exactly what you should expect in real life. So yeah, that's actually realistic. I guess that's why every flight sim is respecting that. So yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
We're almost down to 8,000 feet though. So from 8,000 feet, I believe getting to 5,000 feet in 3 minutes is way possible, easily possible actually. And if we don't make it, we can always go around, right? I used to hate going around, like, very much. I think the hardest sim to go around is MSFS. That's the hardest to go around. On Infinite Flight Sim, the moment you just go around, go back up, maintain 3,000 feet, and just set your waypoints again. set your waypoint and come back and land. It's the same thing with this sim, but it's not the same thing with MSFS. You can do that in MSFS, but I don't have Navigraph, right? So looking at what is it called, looking at Little Nav Map and doing all that thing on Little Nav Map, and then not coming back to like the actual aircraft. Now you still have to look for ways to actually do those things. Now it becomes difficult, right? And it becomes very, very complicated. We don't want that. So that being said, yeah, it's raining, so you guys might be hearing some sound in the background. I'm not using the mic. I'm actually not using the mic. My estate is just extremely calm, extremely quiet, right? And I'm just super excited about that, because when it comes to a mic, I don't have a mic on. I'm not using a mic. What time is it though? Oh, this is just 12. Look at the waters in this sim. It's beautiful. The waters in Infinite Flight Sim.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
I'm beginning to be a hater to that sim.
Exactly.
It's not my fault. They did me dirty. So the waters in Infinite Flight Sim does not even move. It's just blue. Sometimes it's not even blue, so you're not even sure if you're flying over water or not. And the map also is not colored, so it's like just very dark map with white lines. Set aside the Atlantic Ocean, where you have like weird colors crossing the Atlantic Ocean. You know, you don't just cross the Atlantic Ocean. There are like highways to cross the Atlantic Ocean. I didn't know that. But anyways, yeah, unlike this one, you know exactly when you're over water and when you're not. So yeah, let's go ahead and add flaps 40 now. So that's going to take us back up a little, but we'll be fine. Is our volume completely high? I think so. Okay, so the airport is somewhere right there. You can see the whitish thing going on right here. That's the runway, and I believe those lights exist so that you can see the runway from very, very far. Even at 30,000 feet, you will see the runway. It's actually the same with MSFS, but it's not the same with IFS. In IFS, you don't see that. You don't see it at all. Yeah, I said it. You don't. Anyways, flap set at 40. Ground speed is 224 knots, which is fine because we're under 10,000 feet. And total airspeed is 223 knots, which is fine. And we are 7 minutes into this. Yeah, let's just get a beautiful landing. All right, I think we're at that point where we should arm our approach now. So let's see. Yeah, it's right there. So arm our approach. The last time I checked, we're not getting call outs, which is going to be a problem for me, because landing an aircraft, how are you supposed to land an aircraft when you're not getting call out? And this, to be honest, I am blaming my device for this, because I mean, yeah, it's the problem from my device, not necessarily Infinite Flight Sim. So as you guys can see, we're going to be landing with 5% of fuel, and there is the runway right there. So we're going to be landing with about 5% of fuel. Our aircraft just slowed down really well, just to balance it out so that we get a very beautiful touchdown. And that's cool. Let's just see how this all goes. Right. How is the Attitude AGL more than the Attitude MSL? Is that realistically possible? All right, 2,500 feet here. Let's go ahead and get down. Nice. So we're getting ready at one. I believe the wind is clear. I don't feel any shakes or whatsoever. So at 1,000 feet we're going to turn off autopilot and just have a wonderful touchdown. Why do you have your hands on the yoke? I really don't know. Why do you have your hands on the yoke? You can't answer that. Alright, cabin crew, sit for landing. That's our fuel shouting at us. 1,000 feet here. Let's go ahead, turn off autopilot now. Turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. And yeah, we're fine. Alright, so we'll guide the aircraft to the ground now. Okay, let's get rid of this. 900 feet here. Okay, small inputs. We're coming down really fast. Let's do 40%. All right, 400 feet here. 200 feet here. 100 feet here. 50. Come on, don't go back up. Why are you going back up? Oh shit. I'm going to do a go around. Let's get our flaps up. Okay, there we have it. Let's have it. All right, so we're doing well. So far so good. So far so beautiful. Right, let's keep that energy going well. Honestly, I need this call out because not getting the call out is one of my problems also, but I just need the call out. And the fact that I'm not getting the call out, now I have to focus on looking at my attitude and my speed at the same time, if that is what it is called. Alright, so let's have a beautiful one now. Touchdown. Nice. Wait. We're down now. Come on. No. After all this hard work. Oh my god. I don't even think we can make. I'm not even sure if we can stop. Oh my god. That was so much hard work wasted. Let's go. Keep going. That was so. I don't understand what's going on with me. RFS used to be my top one. Like, I did the best landings in RFS. Well, some days are like that. Sometimes I like that. I think I focused too much on MSFS and I have lost all my mojo flying RFS now. So let's just get out of the runway from here. So we use our brakes and we get out of the runway. I don't think you guys want to see the replay of that landing. It was terrible and I wonder why. Like, I really wonder why. Yes, we're heavy, but that's not an excuse. I always fly heavy. If we're light, I don't even fly. I like flying heavy. I only fly heavy most of the time. I don't even know where to vacate from. I think we'll just use this one. Alright, so we can stop right here. Nice, we can stop here. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be taxiing to the gates now. Let's do lights. Take this off, take this on, turn on cabin lights as well. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you guys later. So why I had to force that landing is I can't go around anymore. We've run short of fuel, so going around it's better to do this landing than risk going around again. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.